And action.
Good morning, guys. It's Ryan Telford here, Magic Man and Brock the Lifetarian.
How's it going?
We're just having a conversation, and so we just thought we'd make a video regarding the conversation and see what contribution it can be to you guys. And yeah. So what were we talking about?
We're talking about how different life is. So we were just talking about that, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, what we were doing. And we just looked at that, we went, well, what's actually different? We just looked at that and we're just acknowledging how different life is to how it used to be. And we're talking about that in regards to, some of you guys that are, what you're up to, what life is about right now.
So the conversation started with, we've been creating a whole heap of events, so many different areas. We do so many different things, it's unbelievable. We don't limit ourselves to just one or two different things we do. We just do what's fun for us. And so lately we've been creating a whole heap of classes, just to share different tools with people, like some of the access tools, bars classes, 5 days to create your life classes, which is foundation level 1 of access consciousness. Also the How to Become Money workbook, because that was an area where we would like a lot of clarity in our life, so we started doing it ourselves with a few other people around the world in the last month. So we decided we'd do it as a worldwide telecall and invite everyone else on there, because the more points of view it brings up, the more it can change for all of us. So anyway, what we just come to this morning was having this conversation about different people that are choosing to come to some of these classes, and the reasons and justifications or excuses or whatever we might call it for they can't get the time off work or this and that. And I was not making them wrong or judging them for it, but looking at what else is possible in that area and how we can make it happen for them so as they can choose something greater in and as their life and living. And looking at for myself where I was back then, and it's a little bit of a story, but I remember if I go back 5-8 years when I had a full-time job, and I used to work my absolute ass off, and I felt like I couldn't choose it. Everyone's coming up with these things I can't. Well, life's too, my work is too busy, I can't have the time off, I can't do this, I can't do that, and I looked at how that was for me, and I remember when I was in that space where I couldn't choose it, I didn't feel like I could choose anymore, I felt like I had to be at work, I couldn't do this. Work was too busy, if I had the time off, I would be so far behind, it was unbelievable, and it would make my life even harder. And a whole lot really hasn't changed in my life, apart from my life is totally different, so yeah, it has totally changed. But as in regard to the choices and being able to choose something greater and more, I still have these walls and stuff I come up, or these excuses, I can't choose that because of this, and so many people ask us and are curious, how do we live the life that we do? And so some of the things I'm looking at is what would you have to be or do differently, or choose differently? What different choices would you have? What would you have to choose? It's totally different to what you've always chosen to be able to create the life that you dream of and what you'd actually like to live. Because the 5-day class that we're doing at the moment is actually, if I can recall, it is 5 days to create your dream life. Is that it?
Yeah.
I came up with the title, I can't even remember it, but yeah, one of the things for me is what's been coming up for me lately is being willing to get it wrong. So doing these videos, I don't even have a shirt on, been able to get it wrong, can't even remember the name of our class, the main class that I'm doing. But hey, what if we're actually willing to get it wrong and actually choose no matter what? And what could that show up for us? What questions could we ask? Or what would you like to share and add to that, dude?
As soon as Ryan and I were having that conversation, I told him, you're on a rant, let's put it on video. Because he was just like, rah, 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 let's put it on video, it's fun to share with you guys. And it got to me where I actually acknowledge how different my life is to what it was for me before. I was going to share a little story from this morning because it's quite fun. I have people who buy different products off me, and one of those is blenders. One of my questions is, what if life is a beautiful blend of all the things we love? And it was so much fun. This lady came to the house this morning, she's bought a blender off me, and then, see if you guys can see this, she actually makes these beautiful products. That's what she needs that's what she needs it for. That's what she's about to blend up with a high quality blender. So part of the payment for her today was this. Balsamic Mellow Reduction, giving her a little plug, MK Farm, and Mango Tango Dressing. I love all this stuff. It's almost as if I have this tattoo across my head that says, I love organic products. Come and show them to me. They show up in my life when I go traveling. People show up at my house, and it's Wednesday today. I could be all day in an office in my business. I could be all day in an office in my job and at home because that's what I like. We're going to see a friend in Townsville tonight. Every day is an adventure, and how did we get so lucky to have that? And what else can we truly choose that's way beyond what we've ever known possible? It's rather fun. So yeah, just thought we'd make a video for you guys to share, because we're just happy that we're happy. We're just happy that we have this life, and so many times, whatever we're living in our life, it feels normal.
Yeah.
You have the most phenomenal life, you run around the world, you're a billionaire, you've got 17 wives, you've got 10 Ferraris, 10 Lamborghinis, it just feels normal. But what's that magic of what your true dream life is that you know, beyond all the story of how much money you have, beyond what you have to do each day, what's actually the magic of you? And what's it going to take to show that up to the world right now?
Yeah. And then how to create it. Dude, we're going to have to do some videos for like an hour. We should do some more Google Hangouts or some at least hour-long videos, because we've got that much we can share.
Oh, for sure. Final, let's cut this one in a second now. So we'll just pop it up. There's
off.
There's so much to share, but let's keep this one short and sharp. Unless you want to go on a rant again. Where can we find you?
So many little things. Where can we find us? Ryan Telford on Facebook. RyanTelford.com is my website. Ryan Telford Access Consciousness, if you Google that, or www.ryantelford at Access Consciousness, you can find my website there. And what about you, bro?
If you just Google Brock Lifetarian, you'll find me very easily. You find me all over the interwebs. And
YouTube, yeah. We're everywhere.
Yeah, all good.
We're in your backyard too.
So we love you guys lots. We're just saying how can I say it easily? We have a phenomenal life. We do these classes as an addition because we love it. And we'd love to share some tools with you guys that really contribute to you being all of you and us being all of us. And I love it all. I like that with the classes, it's a contribution. It's not a need. It's not a necessity to do the classes. They're just fun, and they create so much more for us and all the other people. That's the space that I love lately, is everything showing up with ease.
More so, I get that it's about choice. So like for Brock, for example,